Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening and watching the Whiskey No Podcast.
Episode
3.
Wait.
Sorry, we're getting episode 3. Ew. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm Bernsey.
I'm Dave.
And once again, we are the Whiskey No Podcast.
Yeah. I hit the wrong button. I should not be allowed in charge of that.
That's why I'm in charge of buttons.
Yeah, she's in charge of buttons. That's producer Holly's
taking
and she's taking them with buttons. Anyway.
That's you told again.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What's this week?
So last week, we done St. Paddy's Day.
St. Paddy's Day.
St. Paddy's
Hope
Day.
you all had a good day.
Up at Paddy's.
And drank responsibly.
Obviously, drink responsibly, folks.
Drink responsibly.
So today, we are doing a little versus challenge.
We battle.
A wee bottle. Now, this, a wee bottle, with the fighting Irish is coming out. So,
There's a thumbnail right there.
so
Yeah.
this is probably the two most prominent battles of who invented the whiskey,
Ireland.
the elixir of life,
Ireland.
and philosopher's stone.
Ireland.
The Scotch
Ireland.
claim it's Scottish, and the Irish claim it was Ireland.
But see, right, and this is why I want to say the Irish invented it first, right? Because if they both started on the same day, the Irish would be finished first. Because for it to be classified as a Scotch, it needs to be 3 years and 1 day. So the Irish one, we invented it first. Mic drop.
By 1 day.
Why?
But it is actually not known, and both of them still argue to this day which started first and who invented the elixir of life.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to do a versus. Now it's going to be a 1v1.
Yeah.
I have chosen my tipple of the week, and I believe you have chosen your tipple of the week.
And what have you went for?
I have went for, spoiler alert, one of my favourites.
He's a wee Scotch boy. So
I am a Scotch boy.
He loves his Scotches.
No, it's not peated. So anyone that wants to try it, it is Glenlivet 12. The good stuff. And what have you chosen?
My contender, and don't you dare, because I have my button all lined up for this, ready to go, is the one and only Method Madness from Middleton Distillery.
Scrap it out, boys.
Yeah.
Scrap it out.
Well, see, yours already has a bit of a height difference.
But that's a chunky boy.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Yeah,
like,
that's a
he's going to
chunky
throw his
boy.
weight around, and as you can see, also near empty.
Yeah. We
Because-
do drink our whiskies.
It's a good whiskey. It's a very good whiskey.
The thing is, I am a Method Madness fan. And I'm going to find this.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to make this easy on you.
No.
I-
I love Method Madness.
I'm not a big Scotch boy.
You're not?
There's a few Scotches that I like. I know I do like this
Oh.
because me and you have had this before. I bought you a bottle of this before. So I know I like it.
Yes, you have.
But I really like this Method and Madness.
Oh, so what is your Method Madness again?
So Method Madness, it's a micro distillery down in Middleton. You guessed it, folks.
Yep.
We
Anyone who
love our
didn't-
Middleton.
Anyone follow up on the Paddy's Day podcast? We went to the Middleton a few times.
Yeah, no, we love Middleton. So down there, it's the home of Jameson, Middleton, Powers, everything. But they have a micro distillery where they decided, basically, they came across this concept of trying to just not reinvent whiskey, but to
Reinvent the wheel.
be adventurous with it.
Yeah.
Try new things with it. What's going to be different? What can we, different recipes, different ways of distilling it, different processes.
Need to spice things up sometimes.
The workers down there, the ones who work for Method and Madness, they, to as probably a certain point, get free reign over what they actually do with the whiskey.
Oh,
And over the years, it has brought out a few absolute bangers.
yeah, it has. It has.
I have 2 bottles here of the single pot, which I'm not doing, and this is the single grain, which again is probably one of my favorite ones.
Why not the single pot? This is the
This
is the big boy.
The
This
reason
is the Mac Daddy.
the reason why I'm not going single pot is purely because I have like green spot. It's my favorite single pot. So when I was coming into Method and Madness, I wanted to try and venture out from what I was used to and what I was particular for.
Okay.
So I was like, right, well, I'll get the single grain and I'll try it. And it was gorgeous.
Okay.
and it has a completely different taste profile than a single pot.
Right.
This is also a bourbon cask, not sherry, so it's lovely.
Ooh.
But
because we
I
did
will-
try
I
a few
will-
sherries.
Yeah, I will leave that up to us to decide what we think. But do we flip a coin or do we
I think we'll go into a quick sort of discussion. You have tried a normal Glenlivet,
Yes.
but you haven't tried the 12, have you?
No. Scotch, it's maybe a particular taste, something. I don't know. I've had COVID load, so my taste buds might have changed. I might actually drink this and go, oh, here, this is actually gorgeous.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see.
But you are a big fan of some Scotch.
I do have Scotch in my collection, so I have the usual. I have Macallan. I
Love Macallan.
Yeah, I had Bowmore. Wasn't a fan of it.
I actually quite enjoy it.
Actually, I think I gave you the bottle. I
gave
gave
me
you the bottle of Bowmore.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. That bottle's still in the house at the moment.
And then we have with Bells and Glenfiddich and stuff like that. It's not particularly where I'm drawn to, but
Okay, well,
nice to have them in the collection, I suppose.
well, maybe we can open the palette and get you more into the Scotch then.
I'm interested to try this.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to win it for me, but I think it's a good contender.
Well, the more that we taste and more that we try, we'll see where we get with you.
Yeah.
Why not?
Which one do you want to try first?
Well, go for the Glenlivet.
Okay. All right. Go.
We'll crack that open.
Go for it. Is there anything left?
I hope so.
See, again, I do like things that come in a box,
And Glenlivet's in a box.
but this is a square bottle and it does fit into my collection very nicely. Again, I have to say, when it comes to branding and stuff like that, they've done an absolute banging job with this bottle.
The bottle does look nice.
And the design, stuff like that. It
design,
just
yeah.
looks really, really welcoming. I don't know what it is, but whatever way the light hits it, it just makes the whiskey look really gold.
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. So this
But right, let's go Glenlivet. I'll set this down here for a
Yes.
second.
This is Glenlivet 12 in a wee distillery. I believe it is south of Inverness.
I've never been.
Oh, never. I would like to be, but I believe that Macallan and Glenfiddich are based very close by.
Okay.
I believe so. I might be wrong. Please,
And you said this
Correct me if I am.
isn't peated.
this is not peated.
Thank God.
I know you don't like peated, and that'll be another episode with. Hi, my name is Pete.
Yeah.
So this, I do like this bottle
Uh-huh.
in itself. It's the bottle is a little bit of an aquamarine color, and you can tell.
It's you with the color palette.
I know. This is the 12-year-old, and it's the double oak.
I saw that. It said double oak.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be good.
This is matured in European oak and American oak.
Is it Oloroso?
No, also on this one. This is not a sherry. So we'll pop this open.
Yeah, go for it. Go
and see
for
how
go
it
for the
is.
pop.
Pop. Let's see if we get an actual pop. Wet the tip.
No,
I'm not getting the pop.
nothing's beat green spot yet.
We'll try that again. Thanks, producer Holly. Let's give that one more go. It might be the empty bottles. No,
That was a wee,
even worse.
that was a wee squeaker.
Yeah.
Oh well, poured out.
We'll see what the pour's like.
Just guess out a wee smudge. Not too much, nay, not too much.
Not too much, not too little.
Where's your glass?
Did you not give me a glass?
It's sitting over there. I told you to go get it.
Oh, I've just known this.
What have you done?
So Glenlivet, I believe, was founded in 1824, and it says
Where to find it?
where to find it. One day,
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
What kind
Oh,
of
look
glass
at
are you
this.
giving yourself? All right,
This is
well, hold on.
called
She
the
clearly wants the rest of
smooth-
the bottle, so
The smooth flowing one.
okay.
Oh, Mr. Smooth.
I'm really wanting to like this.
You will. You better.
Here you go. You can have a wee bit. Right. Let me see. See, right. I can smell orange. It doesn't smell like a Scotch to me. It smells very, very like it's very soft
Do you want to know what it's meant to smell like? On the box.
on the box.
On the box.
Not on the nose, on the box.
On the box. Not on the nose, on the box. Now I don't. I've drank this quite a lot, as you can see, and I've never ever got notably pineapple.
I can smell pineapple.
Oh,
Can you?
I can.
Can you?
Do you know what makes that interesting?
Oh,
we
that-
we did
that does
the
smell nice.
we did the sensorium taste tour down in Belfast, and one of, again, completely unknown to me, they make you do like all the different smells and tastes and sound and everything to do with, and at the very, very end, they make you a cocktail based on your score of preferences.
Oh,
And mine was a whiskey cocktail with pineapple in it.
well, pineapple.
Yeah. And it was delicious.
Really?
It was really good.
Okay.
And again, not like big shout or anything, but a certain retailer that whom I might work for, they sell a smoked whiskey and pineapple daiquiri cocktail in a tin,
Ooh.
and it is awesome. So I don't know what pineapple does to whiskey. It's very strange, but
If any of you know that, please drop us a comment. Let us
this
know.
is boding well for this whiskey. If I can, and I, because it was that sort of citrusy stuff.
Yeah.
And now that
but
you say pineapple, I'm
did you get
getting
pineapple in the
Yeah,
nose?
I got pineapple.
See, all I got like summer fruits in the nose.
I can smell fruits.
A pineapple's a summer fruit.
No, I mean like berry fruits.
Oh, okay.
Like summer fruits.
I thought
Like
strawberries.
Yeah. I got like
See, but every time
raspberries and
I was
blueberries.
going to say,
and-
every time you say something, I'm now smelling it.
That's the power of suggestion.
Yeah. Are you just playing
Vanilla,
with me?
vanilla.
Yeah, oh, definitely vanilla.
I got vanilla now.
Right, hold on then. Let's go. See, it's your contender. I'll go first here.
They're not. Drink responsibly, folks. Oh.
That's gorgeous.
Oh! We got a winner.
Oh my
We
goodness.
got a winner.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, boy.
I'm trying to. So, this is one thing I will say about it, and I've
Okay.
mentioned this a couple times. The taste hasn't lingered. So I've just tried it, and I've forgotten it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean that in a bad way. No burn to it. Very,
No,
very
very
soft.
low.
Very
Very
soft.
ethanol.
Very,
No
very
ethanol.
nice.
And I believe it's 40 APV as well, which means that it's not cask strength.
Yeah. That one, there's a lot in the smell.
I get a lot of almonds in the aftertaste of it, though. Almondy, like a marzipan type of thing.
Marzipan. That you've
Yeah.
said that's exactly the word. It's as soon as you taste it, that overwhelms everything else in it for me.
The power of suggestion again.
No. I was looking for because the taste is dissipated. I just can't
Yeah.
taste anymore. What I was looking for was what I did taste wasn't what I smelt there, but marzipan
Yeah.
is a really good.
The one thing I get off a lot of scotches, Glenlivet in particular, and one thing mainly from Macallan is vanilla. Very, very strong vanilla notes.
I'm not
Very,
getting
very
that.
strong. You're not?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
See, to be honest, I'm not getting a lot of taste from it. I'm getting a lot of smell. I am getting taste, but it's. This is going. I sound as if I'm sort of putting it down a bit. It is. It's very. It's delicious. Like, it's really, really nice. It's making my mouth really dry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get that.
I think that's one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of Scotch. They tend to do that.
It's like a spicy aftertaste type of thing, and it like maybe dries up.
Yeah,
I don't know if it does that. I'm just making that up. But
no, but
that's what it feels like.
it does. It just feels like it just the
Yeah,
taste.
I get that.
You get a very strong hit, and then it dissipates very quickly. It's not sitting there, and it's one of the reasons why I like the likes of the green spot, because it does linger. It does
Yeah.
stay on your tongue for a lot longer. Whereas this one, to me, again, I've lost the taste of it.
It lingers in a weird way, but it's still quite nice.
Oh no,
Okay.
it is.
Yeah.
It's very, very fruity. It's very berry. It's when you smell it. Yeah, you're not getting the cask. You're not getting like the things that you would get from an Irish whiskey. You're not getting like the
The butter. And
yeah. You're not getting
the
all,
sweetness.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting something a bit richer, I would say.
Oh yeah, It's definitely a different taste completely, the Irish whiskey in general.
I'm very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I would just like it to linger on a bit, because I think you're getting so much of the taste up front in the smell of it.
Okay.
I don't think you're getting enough of it in the taste of
And the
it.
taste of it.
And again, as I said, it dissipates very quickly, and you're just like, I feel like I have cotton mouth. Like, it's just proper dry at the minute.
What about a little bit of water? Could we try that?
Yeah.
Just try a tiny little dribble of
A wee
water.
smudge.
Sorry, producer Holly, we're sending her on a mission here.
Go for it.
If we can get a little bit of water and see if that completely changes it. Do you want any more?
I guess it gives it a wee bit. If we're going to put water into it, let's...
no, we need more.
That's terrible.
That's
Drink responsibly.
You're terrible, Muriel.
I could definitely drink this, though. I could see myself drinking this. Thank you.
Well, we should actually have a wee glass there to cleanse the palate.
Yeah. I have to say, this is a lovely wee device.
Oh,
And I have to say, it is not drug-taking paraphernalia.
It does look like it.
I have to say a huge thank you to one of our friends, Lou, who gave us this. Thank you, Lou.
Thanks, Lou.
It's come in great handy. Or great handy?
Great
That's
handy?
it. Great handy.
It does look like it.
It's come in handy. So it just allows you, so it just allows you to add a few wee drops.
It might. Sometimes water can completely.
Do you want a wee drop?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to go too mad on this here.
Couple of wee drops.
There you go.
Because whiskey apparently has some
There you go.
hydrophobic compounds. Water can then bring it out a bit more. I might be talking a load of.
I've never went down this road with a Scotch before, but putting water in Scotch. I've done it with Irish whiskies and stuff like that. I'm really. It's changed the smell.
Yeah,
It's
it does.
really opened it.
So for anyone who hasn't really tried whiskey, adding water can completely alter whiskey in general. There are some whiskies that I wouldn't drink neat. And once I add a little bit of water to it, it completely transfers the whiskey and it completely opens everything up. Now, it mightn't work for this one, but I know it does. Lafroig is one of my favourite scotches ever. And I have it with 1 to 2 ice cubes. I know some people say about it, shouldn't have it with ice. But
You drink whiskey the way you want to drink whiskey, and you drink the whiskey you like.
Yes.
I don't
agree.
like this stereotype of, oh no, you're meant to drink it. No, you drink it the way you like it to drink
100%.
it.
To a certain extent. You're not going to mix it 21 year a Coke.
I've seen guys do like £1,000 cocktails where they're mixing it into a cocktail. Now I suppose it's maybe a wee bit different,
Yeah.
but again, if you have the money to be spending thousands of pounds on a cocktail or on a whiskey to mix it with Coke, that's on you.
Can I get pineapple?
So
Oh.
definitely opens the smell of it.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? No, I get pineapple.
I felt it killed the taste even more.
Did it? Yeah.
I just I got little to no response from it. Like it was just it just sort of died on me.
Yeah, it did. On that lie to you, it killed. Oh, it killed the initial taste, but it makes it linger a bit more. Am I going mad in thinking that? It brings out a bit of, for me, it brings out a vanilla note more and lets that linger on the tongue.
It is.
If you leave that lingering on the
It's
tongue.
definitely bringing out more.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But for me, yeah, it makes it linger more. It hides that initial ethanol taste.
Either way, I don't think the water damaged it.
No.
It did bring out maybe a few more notes on it, but what I will say is either way, it's a very nice Scotch.
Yep.
Um,
And very reasonably priced.
yeah.
For a 12-year-old Scotch or
Yeah.
a 12-year-old whiskey, it's very reasonably priced. So if you want to try and get into Scotch, and you don't want to blow the budget or anything like that, I believe it is really, really well priced between the £20 and £30 per bottle mark.
Really?
Yeah, for a 12-year-old.
You're
I
joking.
Yeah, it is really, really reasonably priced for a bottle.
Okay. That's fantastic.
Yeah, for a 12-year-old whiskey.
Because I know the one I'd got you that we had It was the orange box. I can't remember what it was. No,
It was a blue one.
it was a blue one.
Yeah, it was just the Glenlivet. I think you got me like one was called the Captain's Reserve, maybe.
Yeah.
And that was a good one.
There was another one. There was Glenmorangie as well.
Straight down the throat.
That was really good. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, that was very, very smooth, very soft. Like it no burn, nice flavor. Just I don't think it stays too long.
No.
It's gone already to the point where, like,
That went down the wrong way.
oh dear,
Getting a deep burn in the throat.
Deep
Apologies,
burn.
Deep burn.
it's a deep burn.
Deep right in the upper dorsal muscle.
Burns me deep.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to that one. I think that's something. It's new for me. I'm intrigued.
I will get you into Scotch. I will get
Yeah,
you more into
I
Scotch.
think you'll find it. You'll
find
you'll
your
get
niche.
one that's going to put me
I
into
will
it.
find your niche.
Yeah, I mean, I do like at the minute
totally.
the Scotch I have that I like drinking is Macallan.
Yeah, but you get away from it.
Yeah, but I mean, like a 12-year Macallan versus a 12-year Glenfiddich, it's a big price difference.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm sure Holly will enjoy you taking away from Macallan a wee bit. So, hey, Holly.
Yeah. No, that was nice.
I will get you into a bit of Scotch. I will do it. It will be my mission.
Right. Let's go Irish.
Oh no.
Oh no, this is so terrible. So we'll bring the Method Madness out. Hold on now, let's see, because I have expectations of this pop because it's a good old big bottle. So
I like that. That was good.
maybe it's just me. Maybe you get that. Boom, boom.
Hang on.
Now he's gonna try it again now.
No, you try it.
Oh, right. Let's see. Let's see. Nope.
Nope. So I gotta get the Method Madness one. I go. Maybe it is just
So one more time for the. Right. No, that was terrible. But anyway, I'm too excited now. Right. New glass because I'm not mixing the Scotch and Irish.
No, it's not.
So this doesn't have a very strong smell of it, to be fair. But let's see. Let's go. Look at that. Ishkabaha. Yum, yum, yum.
The elixir of life and philosopher's
Come on.
stone.
There you go.
Oh. For anyone that hasn't noticed yet, that the hand and the wrist is belonging to our producer Holly,
Yum. Right.
our resident alcoholic.
So,
Thank you. Father Jack in the corner.
Drink.
so this is, I decided to go for something different. I was going to bring, so there's two I have. There's the single pot and the single grain that I have purely only because last episode we did single pots
Yes.
because we had Red Breast and we had Riders Tears and we had the Green Spot. I decided not to go for a single pot, and I decided at this time to go for a single grain.
Okay.
So this is going to hopefully have a completely different taste than the ones we tried last time.
Okay.
From because a lot of the stuff that is from down in Middleton, they are quite similar. The difference might be the age of the grain that's used and stuff like that. But this, as I said, Method Madness, they just decided, let's go off the chart. Let's create something completely different.
Science experiment.
Yeah, I mean, it's blending different whiskies. It's
Yeah.
using different barrels, stuff like that.
Correct me if I'm wrong with that. This one, this is a single grain, you said?
This is
wasn't
a single grain, yeah.
So they actually, I read something about this Method Madness, and I believe they use European Spanish casks, virgin Spanish casks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And just by reading the barrel, that's exactly what it says. Or reading the bottle, that's exactly what it says.
Does it?
Yeah.
Exactly what it says on the
it's
tin.
a virgin Spanish oak cask. And it's matured in a bourbon barrel. So it's an ex-bourbon barrel.
Okay.
So potentially going to be a wee bit sweeter
Okay.
than the single pots. There isn't, to me anyway,
So
there's not much of an aroma off it.
so it's finished in virgin Spanish oak,
Yeah.
but it matured in the bourbon barrels.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I get you.
So they mature whatever it is, because again, they go for like blended whiskies, because again, rather than them having to sit and wait 3 years
Yeah.
minimum before they can actually make their own stuff. Sometimes they'll blend stuff as well. But this is just a new take on different whiskies. So they can take maybe Jameson and stuff like that and just make it completely different. But again,
So for the folks that might not know what that means, are you able to explain what the might difference between like a blend or a single malt, or
So-
what that might mean for anyone who doesn't know?
from my understanding of it, again, I've never, again, we don't claim to be any kind of connoisseurs or professionals
No.
or know very much about it. Just from sort of learning about it, if it is a blended whiskey, what they're doing is they're maybe taking whiskey that has already been made. So say you take a Jameson. So this is, say, how Green Spot
Yeah.
would have started. So they would have taken a Jameson and then they would have finished it in their own way.
Yeah.
Then you could get something where they've maybe taken a Jameson, they've maybe taken Redbreast. Let's just
Blend it.
blend those two whiskies together.
Yeah. Which a lot of people go and look at the bottle and see single malt, single malt. I only drink the single malt because it's the fashion statement in a sense. But some people, I've tried some blends out there that are just phenomenal.
I have no issue with, again, it's
No.
whatever whiskey you like and the way you like it.
Yeah.
I have no issue with, if it tastes good,
Let's have it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you take the Crawley whiskey, the gold whiskey that they did, it won awards. Now, it's a blended whiskey, but it won serious awards.
Okay.
It's just how you put your stamp on a whiskey, I suppose. But yes, no,
Damn, that's a good colour though.
Yeah.
That's a great colour.
now that it's sat a wee bit, a lot of the flavour's starting to come out of it a wee bit. You can smell a wee bit more.
I'm getting dried fruits. A lot of dried spices. Anyone that doesn't know, that's Charlie, our resident pup, snoring away in the background.
Look at him go.
That's not me, I promise.
Now, immediately,
He'd get bored of the podcast.
and I know we were like sort of laughed with the sort of the power of suggestion. Immediately, the first thing I tasted there was pencil shavings.
Right, okay.
And that's it's exactly
Yeah.
what they've written on the bottle.
Pencil shavings.
Pencil shavings.
How does somebody know what pencil shavings taste like?
It tastes, yeah. It tastes how it smells. So that's one of the first things I'm getting off it.
For anyone that didn't notice that, the Holly, when I said anyone who knows what pencil shaving tastes like, Holly put her hand up, our producer. Holly, do you want to elaborate on
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
How
yeah.
do you know what pencil shaving tastes like?
Do you know whenever you were in school?
No.
It was the
Oh,
first day,
Jesus.
and you would sharpen your pencil and do your pencil case.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying I had the pencil sharpenings, but the smell of your pencil sharpenings in your pencil case, I
Okay.
imagine, would taste exactly like this is going to taste.
Okay.
Yeah. Moving on.
Pencil shavings. I haven't. Right. For me on the nose. Oh. Yeah. Spices. Spices and roses.
This is a bath the meatball.
Spicy meatball. And let me try on the palate. Oh, that's a Bernie bye.
I didn't think it was that burning.
And it has an initial burn that disappears very, very quickly. And comes back again. Oh, coming around for seconds. The spiciness stays from the nose to the palate. And apparently pencil shavings, whatever that tastes like. Right. I'm getting a lot of spices. A lot of dried fruits and spices coming through from the nose and into the palate. And it lingers.
Yeah.
That's still on my tongue.
Yeah.
That is a good whiskey. That is a very good whiskey.
Only because we gave it to Glenlivet, I am going to add a bit of water. just to try, just to see. Just to see. You wait your turn.
Since it's method madness, we're doing our own sense.
Yeah, we're going to do our own wee experiment here. So hang on, let's just get a few wee drops. Come on, you drop. Oh god, that was too much.
Since it's Spanish, uno, dos. That is.
That'll do.
Do you know what I can taste? Coriander.
Coriander?
There's something wrong with you.
I'm also getting very like caramel off it.
I'm not.
Caramel.
This is the first sort of Irish whiskey that I'm not getting caramel of. That's changed things. That's definitely changed things.
Oh, Holly doesn't like
Oh,
it.
she did not like that.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like it.
I don't like it, but I don't like
completely hasn't changed at all for the nose. Still getting that really ethanol, dried fruit spices. What about you?
Didn't do much for it. If anything, it increased the burn a wee bit. It's like it almost, the addition of a couple of drops of water almost sort of preempts the burn. It takes it away, and then it gets halfway down your throat, and you're just like,
It's the chest.
someone get the Rennie, please.
Yeah, heartburn.
No, I mean, without water, I thought that for me, it's a clear winner. For me, though, but I have to say, I really did appreciate the Glenlivet. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. Out of all scotches,
Yep.
I think it's one that sort of predominantly stays out in my mind just because it's fun to say Glenlivet.
Glenlivet. It does.
And it's Anchorman as well. So
fresh mint is apparently on there.
I'm not tasting mint.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
Holly's making things up and says she's tasting mint.
On the taste, it says zesty wood spices.
Oh,
That's your pencil shavings. That's your pencil shavings. I love them both.
I love them like they were my children. But I would definitely love one of my children more.
Yeah. Which child are you choosing? For me, I unfortunately have to go for Method and Madness in this one too. I love Glenlivet. And the Glenlivet 12. Now, for anyone out there, if you don't mind me asking,
don't add water to that.
don't add water to it.
Don't add water to that.
But drink it the way
ruined
you
it.
want to drink it. Do you remember how much the bottle was? Roughly.
The single pot I think was 60. So I would imagine it's in around the same sort of price. I bought that a while ago now.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this the bottle we bought the day before the wedding, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it would have been maybe about that sort of 50, 60 pound mark.
Okay. Right, okay. Just looking at the if it was choosing the whiskey in front of me, Method Madness, hands down. It does win. It has a lot more body to it. It has a lot more flavour to it. It has a lot more notes to it. If you don't add the water.
Yeah, don't add the water.
Bang for your buck, Glenlivet.
Yeah.
Bang for your buck, Glenlivet.
We keep coming back to if it was an introduction.
That brings me into the question.
Yeah. So again, the way I see it is like we were looking at this episode as a versus. So I was maybe being a wee bit competitive and going, well, what is going to win this for me? And I thought Method Madness would be a good contender.
Yep.
That being said, Glenlivet was gorgeous.
Glenlivet was good.
I honestly, I wouldn't.
For the price, it was phenomenal.
For the price,
I think now don't quote me on it. I think it's around 20 to 30. I don't think it's any more than £35 a bottle.
Yeah.
Depending on where you get it and discount you get it and stuff. I don't think it's any more than £35.
I would say, because again, it's a versus, so I don't want to take this based on taste alone.
If you're taking everything into consideration,
So
that's good. I'm going to try again.
For the money and the presentation you get with the Glenlivet, I would say for that side of it, it would be a hands down winner.
Yeah.
For taste, for presentation, because again, I just think the bottle of this is far superior to most bottles that you would get.
Yep.
I would go to say the overall one for me would be Method and Madness. And I know that sounds a wee bit, because I brought that one forward, it sounds as if I'm taking a wee bit more biased opinion on it, but
okay.
I was very open-minded with the Glenlivet, and it was very, very nice. Very nice.
So, all in all, for me, it would be Glenlivet. If you're starting a collection, Glenlivet has to be in there for a Scotch. So we're going to go on.
Do not add water.
Do not add water to it.
That ruined it.
Now, it might change it for you. Everyone's different. Everyone has different palates. But for me, it didn't work for either of them, to tell you the truth. So it'll bring me into... we'll basically answered it anyway, so it'll bring me into Burnsy's question of the time. Whoop, 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 whoop. So, as somebody who is a whiskey virgin, somebody who wants to get into whiskey, now that might be a future podcast down the line, I believe. We'll see. Stay tuned.
We have someone lined up.
What one Irish and one Scotch would you suggest to influence them into the wonderful Mad Matt world of whiskey?
So we're talking like complete virgin. They're coming in and have had a Jameson and ginger ale kind of thing. That's,
I mean,
or I've never had that before.
probably never had it before, or has had cocktails.
Okay.
They've had alcohol before, but never tried like whiskey or spirits neat by
So
themselves.
one of the ones, and again, we don't have it here, is Kilmone
Oh,
for Scotch. I had been turned on. I think I bought you a bottle of it,
yes,
didn't
you
I?
did.
So the bottle I bought you, it was a deal with them and a retailer. I'm not going to mention the name. I might work for them. But it in itself, again, for not being a Scotch person,
Yep.
I got you a bottle of it for Christmas. You let me try it, and I thought it was very nice. It's that at the time it was £35 for the bottle.
Yep.
And again, lovely bottle, lovely presentation. Sort of, if it's going to be something that you want to start a collection, it looks good.
Oh yeah. It does.
Which again, as we've discussed before, I think looks are important when it comes to how you present a bottle, and that's why I think Method Madness is fantastic, because the bottle is just magic.
The bottle itself is a bit of Method Madness.
Yes.
Too. It's like an art piece.
So that Kilmone, or I probably am butchering that name because I know it's Scottish.
Yeah.
It's probably got a in there somewhere, but
The roll of the R.
I genuinely thought it was for the money, for the presentation, and for the actual Scotch that was in it as well. You cannot go wrong.
Okay. I did enjoy it.
And it was one that I'd never even heard of, to be fair, until it came in with us.
Yeah.
For an Irish whiskey, and we haven't tried this on a podcast yet. I know we will, because I've got a few bottles there. Is Pars.
Oh.
And they rebranded.
Oh.
And the rebrand that they've done with their bottles and everything is, I think, fantastic.
What an answer.
Another Middleton whiskey, I know.
What an answer.
But
I bought, now to flip this, because it's always been you buying me a
No,
bottle.
I know.
I bought you a bottle of this
Yep.
for your birthday or something.
It was last year. It was for us going to Galway.
It was, yes. And it turned into you being like an everyday whiskey for you, wasn't it?
So I use it if I'm making old fashions, if I'm making whiskey sours. Future episode, hopefully. We'll do a few whiskey cocktails.
Ollie's enjoying that one.
That's what I use the standard Pars whiskey for it.
Yes.
It's wonderful. Really, really adds. And
priced.
For those, you are meant to use a bourbon. So like for those kind of whiskeys, you are meant to use a Jack Daniels or a Jim Beam or like a Bullet or something like that.
Ooh.
I wanted to try something different.
But the thing is, they're aged in a bourbon cask.
Yeah.
So you're getting very much like a bourbon.
But they're not straight bourbon.
Yes.
Which is different, because you're not getting that real sweetness to it, and you're not getting that virgin barrel.
Yeah.
But again, I've used the Pars now for pretty much every cocktail I've ever made in the past year. And I think hands down, both you and Daniel agreed that you have never tried a whiskey sour as good.
Yeah, your whiskey sours were phenomenal. Phenomenal. I did enjoy that. And for future podcasts, you have to do your whiskey sour.
No, I'll do a whiskey sour. I'm not, yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And it could be used for everything.
Yeah.
I think I used that even for one of my, I believe I used that for
your
Irish coffee.
Yeah. Again,
so.
I think that's no, that deserves a louder applause. His Irish coffees are by far the best in the land, with the exception
of
old Sandy B.
Sandy B taught me the Irish whiskey.
Yeah, but you can't beat an old Sandy B Irish coffee. Like,
thanks, Sandy B.
Thank you, Sandy B.
Yeah. Sandy B is my mother, who is actually doesn't drink. And she taught me how to do this Irish coffee. And it is
very
phenomenal.
Very, very good.
Very, very good.
But
we'll do that in the cocktail episode.
I'm going Method Madness.
If we're taking everything in for bang of the buck, I have to go Method Madness.
Yeah.
I tried. I did. I tried to fight the case. I love the Glenlivet 12 for bang for buck for everything. It has to be in there in the collection, but Method Madness takes it.
I think we're going to have to. I think there'll be a follow-up episode on this.
Yeah.
Where we'll maybe bring some of the stronger contenders.
Okay. Yeah.
Some of the higher price stuff.
Yep.
Because I would say that might level the playing field a wee bit.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll go bigger. You know, we'll go round 2.
Well, yeah, definitely. 100%. There's hundreds of Scotches out there and hundreds of Irish that need to go head to head.
Yeah.
And that was just one in my collection that I really enjoyed the tipple of last week. And I thought, why not? I'll see what we can do for the Scotch.
So
we should also, I believe, do that for a peated one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Scotch will win this for the peated one, though. I think for me, Scotch will win the peated one. But
Well,
we'll see.
I don't know if you want
We'll
to do a
see.
peated one. Like my drains do need unblocked, so
For the bleach. We'll bring
just for the bleach.
we could bring Dan in on that
Get
one.
Dan in on that
Dan's
one.
a friend of that one.
Right. No. Well done, Method Madness. You win
Method
round 1.
Madness is our winner for round 1.
Round 1. Well done. That is the end of episode 3. Thank you very much for joining in. And as I said, if you want to see more, you can check out on the YouTube channel. You've got episode 1 where we went in with Jack Daniels. We have episode 2 where we had a look at some of our favourite Irish whiskies.
For Paddy's Day.
For St. Paddy's Day, indeed.
Up at Paddy's.
And then next episode, I'm not going to give too much away, but we're going to treat it as a complete blind.
Yes. I believe I have never, ever tried it.
No.
Ever.
I have it. I have it here. I've never tried it. So we're going to unbox it. We're going to take a look at what you get with it.
Okay.
And we're going to try it here first.
Yeah.
I haven't opened it, haven't done anything. So we'll try it here first and we'll see. We'll give...
Blind taste test.
Yes,
Love a blind taste
going in
test.
completely blind.
Great.
And hopefully it'll be a good episode with a lot of fun facts from me.
And guys, if you have a recommendation for a Scotch or an Irish whiskey that we should bring up in a versus challenge, please drop us a comment and let us know what we should bring up in the next podcast for a head-to-head scrap. Let us know.
Awesome.
Thanks for listening.
Have a good time. Cheers. Sláinte.